It's quite common for gamers to take it too far these days. Here's the top 5 times gamers took it too far. Number 5. Benjamin Beardsley Gwyn.
I'm Benjamin Gwyn, and my record is for most alternative control methods used to beat Dark Souls, and that number is 9.
Maybe he is crazy, or just maybe he likes Dark Souls. Either way, he's beaten the game on all sorts of controller schemes. From a Rock Band drum kit to a microphone, he currently holds the Guinness World Record for most number of alternative control methods for completing Dark Souls with.
I choose to play Dark Souls because it is an amazing game. It is my favorite game of all time, and it's notoriously difficult. People always say Dark Souls is the hardest game of modern times, so it's an amazing thing that you can play such a difficult game with such a reduced set of controls. So I decided to use different methods of controls to beat Dark Souls because I spent a lot of time watching other people challenge run Dark Souls in different and exciting ways. And one of the things that people always suggested was beat Dark Souls with a guitar controller. And nobody ever did it. And I thought to myself, that's something I could do. That was how it started. I just took the idea, started streaming, and the rest is history. So the way I have this set up is that forward movement is controlled using the whammy bar on the guitar. So letting go means go forward, pushing down means stop or go backwards. And then I have 5 buttons up here. So I have 1 button for attack, 1 button to roll, 1 button to change my grip, 1 button to use items, and 1 button to lock on. So if I want to turn right in the game, I just tilt the guitar, and I'll start turning right. So I can only turn my character right, really, which is something of a handicap. That's the basics of how I'm able to control the game. Tap. I kind of pride myself on the fact that none of the control methods that I've used have been ever used by anyone else before. Pretty much everything that I do is something totally unique and brand new to everyone. So the way I have it is the kick pedal moves me forward. I have 1 drum to turn the camera left, 1 drum to turn the camera right, 1 drum to roll, and 1 drum to attack. The run actually was quite tiring because I have to frequently stand on 1 leg while trying to navigate with the other leg. Oh, thank God! I just speak the words and the things happen eventually. Forward, lock, attack. By default, this button would be turn left and this button would be turn right. But if I push both of them simultaneously, then I now enter a new state where this button might be attack and this button might be heal. Figured out that hitting chords like this would make me run, but if I didn't hit them hard enough, I would only walk. So I have to do a lot of different and interesting programming tricks to make a lot of these controllers work. Some of the controllers, like the guitar controller and the drum controllers, I built off of existing tools. Other controllers, like the bongo drums, I had to write entirely custom software because the bongo drums just simply don't have enough buttons to use. So I always try and take advantage of my programming background to enable runs that nobody else could really accomplish.
Number 4. Aranuis Gaming. We've all played RPGs and often revisited stages for a bit of grinding. Even with diminishing returns, it's worth it to keep yourself strong. But what if you stayed at the very beginning and tried to hit max level? Aranuis Gaming attempted such madness in Kingdom Hearts 1. He remained on the first island, whacking away at low-level mobs and eventually got to level 100. How long did it take? 210 hours. He was streaming when he hit level 100 and chat went crazy.
Level 100! Level 100, level max! It has been done! It has been done! Oh my God! A month of...
Number 3. Michael Baker.
Michael Baker says he's determined to catch all the Pokemon he can get around 1 this morning. So when he saw a man near the intersection of 19 and Filbert, he thought it would be a good opportunity for a Pokemon challenge. But instead, he got something more than that.
I used like a smoke screen thing.
It's been 21-year-old Michael Baker's dream to play his childhood game in real life.
Too long. It's been too long. I was biting my nails on it, you know. Gotta be the first one to get them all.
When the game Pokemon Go came out, he was set on being the best.
Basically, risk my life.
The game uses GPS, so you have to get up and get moving to play. When you see them, you capture it. The game also allows people to challenge each other.
He just wanted to battle. Real life.
Early Monday morning, Michael was walking near his home in Forest Grove to catch as many Pokemons as possible when he saw another man possibly playing the same game.
I saw him go by and I was like, "You playing Pokemon Go?" or whatever, you know? And he's like, "What?" I was like, "Pokemon Go." And then, like, I guess he wanted the battle or something because he just came at me with the knife, so I didn't expect it to happen. And it was pretty brief and fast, like, just slice and ran.
He says he didn't go to the hospital because he still wanted to hunt for characters and other things.
Right after I was stabbed, I continued my mission to Plaid Pantry to get chips and beer.
Number 2. Douglas Lador. You may not think the graphics are that important in video games, but some people take resolutions and frame rates very seriously. In 2014, a man named Douglas Lador sued Sony for false advertising which claimed that Killzone Shadowfall ran in unscaled 1080p at 60 FPS in single-player and multiplayer. The game actually ran at 960 by 1080, with a high-quality temporal upscale according to Digital Foundry, so he might have had some basis for his grievance. Regardless, the case was dismissed in 2015 and both parties were ordered to pay their own costs. Number 1. Isaiah Triforce Johnson. No matter how much you love Nintendo, you're not going to be the first one to get your hands on one of the company's big releases, at least not while Isaiah Triforce Johnson is around. Johnson was the first person in North America to secure a Nintendo DS, a Nintendo Wii, a Wii U, and copies of various Mario and Zelda games. Johnson doesn't just arrive at the stores early on launch day, he gets in line weeks and weeks and weeks ahead of time.
Hey everybody, it's Triforce here in front of Nintendo World. This is day 2 of the month-long camp out for the Nintendo Wii U. And we're gonna label this the Dark Knight of Nintendo saga. I'll explain what that means in a minute. I'm gonna go through the reason why I do what I do and pretty much deflate all the speculations that everybody has about it, as to why I'm doing this and whatnot. Some people say I do this for attention. Some people say I do this because I work for Nintendo. Some people say I do this because I'm homeless. There's a whole bunch of reasons why people say I do this, but the truth is I do this because I love it and I support Nintendo.